Hold on, they can't hear you yet. Now they can hear you.
They can hear us now?
Yes.
Surprise! Hi.
Hi. We're back, y'all. We made it through episode 1. Y'all are in space. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Is it space or is it the astral or is it both? I constantly am confused on that point.
I think yes is the answer.
Yeah, right?
Okay, thank you.
All
I
the
got it.
above.
Okay, I'm getting with it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm going to say this, but technically, we were always in space, even in Waterdeep.
No.
Space.
Stop it. Stop it.
You know what we mean.
No. Okay.
Masood,
I said I was going to hate
Space?
myself.
We're not in space. What are you talking about?
Right.
Masood, remember season 8?
I'm starting to be reminded of it as I wake
What
up in a
happened in
locked
season
spell,
8?
but we'll get to the previously on.
That's where It's Not Weird came from?
It's not weird.
It's not weird at all.
Oh, right. I forgot that's where that came from.
That's the origin story, yeah.
That is.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
So, as you can see, we do not have a LaTia, at least here, but I see a LaTia in chat. Hello. I hope Game
Hello,
of Con is
LaTia.
going well. Trying to think of anything else before we just kind of dig into our sponsors, thanking people. Anything else going on?
Introductions?
I think we do intro first.
Oh
then
yeah,
sponsor?
those.
Or sponsor first
Yeah.
and intros.
So
No.
intros and then sponsors.
Yes,
Wow.
intro first.
I mean, y'all know who we are. That's why these are down there, right?
I mean, we do have. Oops, as I smack my microphone, we do have these lovely nameplates. But I'm gonna let Shareef go. Oh Jesus Christ! Hi, that was a loud noise. Shareef, you go first.
Yeah, I can go first. Hey, everybody, I'm Shareef Jackson. He, him. I'll be playing Shaka, Tiefling Celestial Warlock. Also, he, him. Blasting things.
Eugenio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jesse Hens. I'm playing Kent, our phantom rogue tiefling, who is gonna stab things, I guess.
And your pronouns?
He, him, as our Kents.
Thank you. Virgil.
Hi, I am Brian. I am playing Virgil, the Aasimar sorcerer, who is gonna shoot lightning at things.
Yeah.
And Virgil's pronouns are he, him. My pronouns are he, they.
Yeah. I'm thinking of how lightning's gonna work in space, but okay.
It's magic.
There it is.
That's right.
Gazrick.
Hello. It's me. I'm Masood. I play Gazrick Nomrad. Both our pronouns are he, him, and Gazrick's everyone's favorite socialist, businessman, detective, druid construct, and we're all excited to see how he deals without any soil of any kind beneath his feet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like, I'm so down with the fact that Virgil's just going to be casting lightning. I don't even know if Gazrick can harness his like elemental powers at all. So we'll see how it goes down.
I will jump in and say, like, if you are a Patreon supporter, we talked a little bit about like how this is going to work in the after show. So definitely check that out.
My beard. Look, how does that happen?
Not the beard.
Amazing.
We haven't been on 5 whole minutes. I quit. And while not here with us physically, LaTia's here in spirit. LaTia plays our favorite murder burb, Monk, Arakockra, pronouns she, her for both LaTia and for Tahani. And yeah, she's somewhere. We'll figure it out. And I am your DM. I'm all your NPCs. I'm Sleece and Faye, wherever they might be or not be. My pronouns are she, her. NPCs is all kind of up in the air, depending on who I'm talking as. So with that out of the way, and who wants the ad reads?
Yes, I will continue with the ad read. Thank you for the first time in a little bit, actually. So let's thank our sponsors that help us make our game very awesome. Let's start with D&D Beyond. So all of our character sheets are all on D&D Beyond, so we could look up spells, look up NPCs on the fly, manage encounters, roll dice, all that good stuff, and see other people's die rolls in the campaign as well. Check them out at dndbeyond.com. And we will have a legendary bundle that we give away weekly in chat. So make sure you look out for the keyword and enter the raffle and get a chance to win that. Must be present to win, of course. So make sure that you stick around to get a chance at winning that bundle. Our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wormwood, WYRM Wood. And if you use the code RIVALS, you can get free domestic shipping at their website, wormwoodgaming.com. Our dice, we're proud to be sponsored by Die Hard Dice. Check them out at dieharddice.com. Use the code RIVALS for 10% off there. If you want just some geeky gear to adorn your place, make sure to check out Stormcrow at shop.stormcrow.com. If you use the code RIVALS, you can get 15% off of your order there, including, I don't know what Masood is doing, because I thought he is Stormcrowed out.
My mug is back. It's part of the limited edition Stormcrow Masood's mug rotational program. You can subscribe. It's like a weekly, it's actually a monthly service where every month you get shipped this mug, and then you send it back to me before Sunday. And then I send it right back.
Oh, this is like a subscription box, but you keep getting the same thing.
No. And then the gift is that you have to reset. You also have to send it back every week. Okay. So it's a commitment for a month. The nice thing is I give you a little note every time I get you get the mug back. So that's sweet.
This is a Gazrick scheme. This is such a Gazrick scheme. It's
community building. What scheme is it?
Yeah, this is how Nimrod was funded.
Door to door mug rotational
mug rotationals trials. Great, love it. So make sure to go to shop.stormcrow.com. If you want to sound so silky smooth like the Rivals crew, check out Blue Microphones, crew.bluemic.com/rivals. If you make your purchases there, we get some credit, and you also get to benefit from their great audio products as well. And also, big news in our Idle Champions partnership. First of all, if you type in exclamation code, you can get a free Electrum chest, but that chest can be applied to a new hero that was added very recently. Our favorite, Kent, was recently added to Idle Champions. And he did a great stream over at Jazzy Hams and a great interview over at C&E Games. You want to talk a little bit about Kent at all? About him in the game?
I'm so excited. He's out now. You can get him for free through the end of Halloween. So the end of October 31st is when the event is open. You just have to get through level 50. So unlocking him is easy and free. He's DPS support, and I'm super excited. He has an ability called Extra, because he is, that just buffs everybody a little bit more for funsies. I don't know. He's a ton of fun. I'm super excited about him. If you do get him, be sure and take the time to check out the equipment and the little text and stuff, because Brian and I worked real hard on that, and I think they're funny. So
they are very funny. He's in slot 4, so sorry Jarlaxle, but
and sorry Desmond. I feel worse about Desmond than Jarlaxle.
I'm sorry, y'all, but the more rivals in your party, the bigger boost you get. So you gotta throw all those rivals in there. And by those rivals, I mean Shaka, Sleece, Tahani, Gazrick, and of course Disco Pest and Fen as familiars as well. And we might have another rival coming in soon as well. So we are just stacking everything on there with some extra multiplier effects for your campaign, even though Shaka does make it annoying by making you have to mess up your plan formation.
I swear, that puzzle every single time. I'm like, well, that formation's out the window. Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because usually lately I've been so lucky with Shaka's puzzle box. It's always great. But as soon as I went live and started streaming the game, Shaka was like, nah, fuck y'all.
Yep. Yeah. It happens to me as well. Like when I'm playing, I'm like, God damn it, Shaka.
I'm so glad we're not on the D&D channel anymore. We would just be getting so many games for all of this swearing.
We'd be getting calls while we're live, like, oh, hold on, we got to take that. Oh, what? Okay.
Eugenio, do you have anything you want to say about our newest sponsor, Voicemod?
Breaker 19, we are in fact partnered with Voicemod these days, from ground to 10,000 feet. No higher, though. We don't fly any higher than that here. You can go to voicemod.net to check out their system. You can get a free pro license to see what you think, and then you can, a free license, try it out, see what you think, and upgrade to a pro if you want to be able to sound like this pilot. That's voicemod.net.
Oh, very, very cool. That's actually how we're getting to space. Like Ken is flying us in a 747.
Totally.
And when we're
I
going,
don't think
very
that's
cool.
space worthy. Is that space worthy?
No, it is not. Well,
Magic,
if Ken's flying it, it is.
Magic.
If I Ken's flying it, it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Whether it lasts there or not is the
Yeah,
question.
exactly right.
So that's our read. Now we'll pass it on to our whoosh, our temporary whoosh captain. I don't want to give any permanent things here. Our temporary whoosh captain.
Definitely just temporary. Listen, I don't really have hats, so we get this. We got a toboggan. That's what y'all get for the whoosh hat. It's got a penguin on it. It's very cute. All right. I can't hear what any of my fellow players are saying, so I have to take my headphones off to put the hat on. So, get your whoosh arms ready, limbered up. Last time on Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoosh.
Whoosh. We went into space.
Well, before you got to space, what happened?
We didn't go to space. We woke up in a cell. Like
we woke.
Remember, you
Like,
a hatch did open. You saw that you were not on Earth anymore.
Yeah.
So it started out, us just, hey, what's up? And I think you said it had been 6 months.
Mhm.
The city had recovered from one of the buildings turning into a big giant monster and stomping around, and then a dragon coming and taking it away. Little things like that. It's just fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's okay.
It's not weird. We'd all been having dreams, and Kent's and Gazrick's were the clearest recollections of these dreams of beings that they were not familiar with, though one of them, because of a certain feature, was really disturbing to Kent.
Listen, I can't explain it. It's not, it has nothing to, they're perfectly, they're so small, those ears.
It is the disproportion. It really is the disproportion for their size.
It is.
So yeah, over like food, we started talking out like, hey, it's one of those things that's like, is this magic? Is this weird? Is everybody else having these dreams? And we're all like, oh, we are. We should probably figure out maybe if this is a thing, because our main concern was, is it like, is Waterdeep under attack again?
Right.
And is it coming from outside? And anyone else can jump in here because I can probably keep going, but I'm gonna.
We did that. So we said, all right, let's talk to a couple people. So first, let's talk to Maggie and Tilly, since like they're in touch with the ward, right? So we went over to try to see if they knew anything about these dreams or anything. They did not say that they did, but everybody did get cookies except for Shaka. Which,
it's true.
Actually, Gazrick didn't either. Gazrick talked to himself.
No, I did.
So,
Dahani did give me a cookie later.
Yeah. Even though Shaka brought his Tupperware, he was prepared, but was denied. But we did find out that Miss Fields does exist in some plane of our world, which is great. Good to know. Fieldy, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And like also Tanya, you had the dope voice, the dope Maggie voice. So it was great. It was great. Then we went to see Laurel. All right, Laurel Silverhair, Open Lord of Waterdeep. If I remember right, I think there was like an administrator. I forgot her name. That was like in front, like that was like sort of in front.
It's just another clipboard holder. We don't deal with clipboard holders.
Okay? We didn't at Strixhaven either.
No,
that's true. It could have been Clippy. Who knows?
Clippy in disguise.
Even though Clippy was a fractal, but it's fine. And I believe there was some combination of things. I remember Shaka used like a deception roll to convince her that we were somehow in the calendar. So we did
Very
get to
well,
go
yeah.
in. And also Laurel, she said that they weren't having the dreams, but I believe she did share that she was familiar with what we were talking about, like the figures and sort of that stuff.
Yeah,
So we
that
did
was the
get some-
first hint that we
Yeah.
had that we're getting dreams from space.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was a weird implication that she would do anything to protect Waterdeep, and we're just
Right.
gonna let that one go.
Right. Which half of us felt was threatening, and the other half was like, "Great, thanks for the help."
Yeah, like you know
Also
what?
on
All right.
brand for Laryl towards us.
Yeah.
So it's like not
True.
not surprising.
But we were armed with information, and we went to get more of it at your local library.
Support your local library.
That's
Absolutely.
right. When we got there, we ran into Celise and Faye, and chatted with them for a bit. Grabbed some books. Tried to get information on the creatures because Laryl was able to give us the names of them, so we were able to sort of learn about the GIF and their ears. And was there anything else in particular that we learned at the library?
Astro Elf was the other one.
Oh, Astro Elf was the
Yeah.
other one. That's right. That's what the other one was.
There was a balance between like finding actual information, and then we found what seemed an account that seemed to line up with everything that we saw, but the person writing it was very much an unreliable narrator.
Oh, yeah.
Like, these are real things that I saw, and I hope that nobody ever has to see them again. Like, okay, so what? But we did go over the data that we went over the information. Faye was helpful in kind of like helping us kind of collate a little bit of that, and based on seeing that, okay, so these are things, someone has written about them, they do exist, we kind of wrapped up and decided that we would do our best to pay attention to our dreams that evening after conversation and dinner, etc. We would try to pay attention to our dreams so that we would have much clearer recollections of them in the morning, and then we all went to bed and everything was fine forever.
Exactly.
The end.
Forever.
Honestly,
That's the end.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Great.
and then we woke and
then we woke up
just
in
like that dude every week on
Now-
Lost going,
Now, I will say we're not, at least Shaka is not technically sure if we're dreaming or
Right.
if we've woken up and transported somewhere.
we
Yeah.
said it might be like it might be like Nightmare on Elm Street. We're all now just in the same dream.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
But we woke
Well,
up
we
in
did- I was gonna say, like, we all woke up in rooms with all of our gear, or like questing equipment around us, but nothing else familiar to us. No other like specific accoutrements. Kent devoid of their wardrobe closet. Thankfully, having their glimmer robe, so we'll be able to do something with what they have.
It's just the accessories that I won't have.
Right. And just when the panic was about to set in about the lack of our goods, whether or not Shaka's new set was going to be able to come together, whether or not Nimrod's was going to be like in a stable enough position.
These are the key questions, yes.
These are
You
the
weren't
key
asking any of these
questions.
questions. What are you talking about?
While
They
the
were
panic was
internal.
setting in. While the
Gazrick was
panic
working.
setting in,
They were
the
internal
blast shield
questions.
they lift up, and we saw nothing but the stars in front of us. Yeah, terrifying. Beautiful, but terrifying.
Get terrifying. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh my God, it's full of stars, I think is.
All right.
And
with
there we
that-
are.
All right, with that recap, are you ready?
Heck yes.
Of course.
All right. So all of you have seen these and I'm not going to say porthole because that's probably the wrong side of the ship. You have seen these shades open, for lack of a better way to describe it. And there's just stars. The stars you were dreaming of, the stars that plagued your dreams for the last week or so. And you notice a couple things immediately. One, you don't see Dahani. She hasn't answered your calls. You just don't see your murder burb. And also missing our Celeste and Faye. It's just you all.
Are we in like a shared dorm? Like, are we?
No.
No.
No, you are not.
We
I
woke
I
up-
was
believe
wondering
we
how-
woke
yeah,
up
yeah.
in the. Oh, yeah, we woke up in the rooms that
Yeah.
we were all like in our own rooms, but then the opacity, the opaqueness went away, and we could all see each other, but we were still inside these rooms / cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little slip there at the end. To clarify, Tahani was came home to Troll Skull with us last night, but Celeste didn't, right? She stayed with Faye, sorry.
Yes.
The plan was for Celeste and Faye to meet you for breakfast.
For breakfast, right. But they didn't
Right.
spend the night at the manor.
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Are there 3 empty rooms that like would be for them, or are there only rooms for us?
There is 2 darkened cells that
Okay.
one is a little smaller where probably Dahani would have been, and one
Yeah.
slightly larger where Faye and Celeste would have been.
Interesting.
Fenris is pacing around and whining.
And we can hear each other through these.
I was gonna say Gazrick.
Yeah.
Yes, my friend. Yes. Okay.
Okay, we can.
Okay,
all right,
okay, we can hear each
we're-
other.
Gazrick,
goodness.
Pinch
Yes?
yourself. See if we're dreaming.
Okay, we're not dreaming. It's not.
Stop
telling
It's
him
not
to
fake.
stop telling him.
But it's
Stop
so
telling him
funny.
to do
Come
that.
on, it's
I
so
know,
funny.
but honestly,
Terrifying in here, guys. What are we doing? What's happening? Okay, so this is real. This is reality.
I don't know. We don't know.
Is there anything else like are these cells like surrounding a central area, or is there anything else at all other than these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells too dark that we see?
So from where you are and where you can see each other.
Mhm.
And then if you look to the left, you see what is probably another doorway, maybe leading off to another part of the ship. And even though you're on what seems to be a moving vessel, you see stairs to the right. One set going down and one set
Interesting.
going up.
Is there a door to ourselves? Are there
Yes.
doors?
Well,
Oh, there are.
there are, but they're very they're not prison bars that any of you might have seen before. It's not like just columns of light. It's clear, and there's a shimmer kind of right in the middle where that maybe is a lock, it may be a handle, but it's translucent. You can see and hear each other just fine. But if you try to approach this and try to open it, nothing happens.
Oh, interesting.
Can I try to touch it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, D&D.
Shaka reaches
I'm gonna-
toward the bright part, and
I want to
because he wants to see if it's like a
Yeah.
I forgot the word for it. Like you put your hand through it.
Oh,
Like a ethereal. There you go. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Are you using any abilities, or are you just checking to see if you can do it?
I should probably use it a bit. I will. Yeah. I do have Mage Hand that I never really use, so I will cast Mage Hand and use that to touch this thingy.
So you're using your mage hand to touch the invisible wall.
Correct.
3 seasons later.
Well,
you
yeah,
use Mage
yeah,
Hand
yeah.
to open a door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The bright part that looks like the lock.
So you see your mage hand kind of materialize. And Shaka, what does your mage hand look like when you summon it?
It looks kind of like a at the risk of sounding well, so
It's not weird.
Oh, I can't wait.
so like when like you're in water for a while, or you're like washing dishes for a while, and like your hands get like really wrinkly, you know, like it kind of looks like that. It just looks like a really wrinkly, like a really wrinkly hand. Yeah, very wrinkly hand.
Okay. So I'm not going to make you roll this, but what you see is this wrinkly kind of tiefling hand glowing and heading toward the glowy part of the wall door thing. And it touches it and bounces back almost like it ran into something solid. It
Oh.
shakes. Do you try to do it again? What do you do with your roving mage hand?
I mean, if I don't see anything on the mage hand or whatever, I'm not going to try it again. No, if it seems like it's just some sort of barrier. But like, I'm going to tell everyone what happened.
Mhm. I think we can watch it happen, right? We witness it occur.
If you're all looking, yeah, if you're all
Yeah.
looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gazrick.
I was gonna say I'm watching it and watch it bounce off. I'm gonna try and well maybe it requires a physical touch. I'm gonna go and try and just like I want to analyze this door. I want to like, is it made of glass? Is it made of like energy? I kind of want to do an Arcana check on it. I'm not good at it, but I like I'll do it. Yeah.
That is a smart thing to do.
Right. Or an investigate. You know what? Can I do an investigation? And I just want to look at this door and after watching what happened.
All right, roll me an investigation.
Thank you, and thank you for that generous switch because it's a +9 versus what would have been not as good. Okay, a 13 +9, so it's a 22.
This isn't magical, but it's nothing like you've ever encountered. It's
so much worse.
You know, Gazrick, coming from where you do, you're used to seeing all kind of technology and things that others have not seen in the wider world of Faerun. But you just know it's not magic.
It's not. I go up and I touch it then, because if it's not magic and it's not solid, then I gotta know what it is. I'm too. Damn it, I'm too curious. Yeah, I really like. I think like God's just like, I know I shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't do this, but what is this? And I just want to like see if I can get. Being someone who works with like nature and like now I've been like doing things with bringing back all that dragon scale and like building it and using it as a resource now to the smiths in Waterdeep. I want to see if I can understand minerally, or at least try to get an understanding of what like form this is if I can. And if there's a way to, most importantly, unlock it from the inside. If I can just like in any way, shape, or form.
All right. What are you using? Are you just doing strength or sleight of hand?
Let me look at my spells. It's always helpful, right?
So just a reminder, out of character, that you are in a room with a door that you cannot open before you fire off any spells.
Right. No. Absolutely. This is. I understand the bottleneck that I'm in. Okay. Now, I'll make an Arcana check. I think just to be sure. It's like, okay, so it's not. It's made of something. Is now magic somehow involved? Is that it? And then basically, I want to make an Arcana check to see how effective dispel magic would be on the lock. If I just try to dispel the magic on the lock, would it work? If there's even magic, if there's nothing solid.
Well, I just said it's not magic, but go for it.
Yeah. You said it's something. Okay, 19, not as good as the investigation check. Is it just like confirming that?
Yeah, this is not magical. You are a little bit out of your element here.
Guys, I'm so confused.
Hey, so we've tried the magic thing. That's not working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me try this. And Kent swirls his cloak around him and activates his ghost walk form, which makes him incorporeal. And I would like to walk out of my cell, please. Not through the part that's glowing, if possible.
Is there any penalty or roll to use your ghost form?
What a good question. It's been a minute. Let me go read it.
I was like, oh, of course.
Ghost Walk. As a bonus action, you assume a spectral form in which you have a really slow flying speed of 10 feet, can hover, attack rolls have disadvantage against you. You can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. If you end your turn inside a creature and object, you take 1d10 force damage. You can stay in this form for 10 minutes.
All right. Tell us what happens when you pass through this invisible wall.
I think Kent is real nervous that he's gonna get the same effect that Shaka's mage hand got and just like get thrown backwards. Right. So I think it's like I think he just like bull charges head down a little bit and like closes his eyes real tight and just runs at the wall. Cause he's 50-50 that he's gonna get thrown back, and he figures if he's got a lot of momentum, at least it'll be dramatic.
Okay.
Like you're literally doing like a bald bull punch out. Like
100%. Yeah.
Wow. Spinning forward.
Yeah, that's even better.
Are you totally Don Quixoting at the door?
Yeah.
Well, I will say that because you avoided the glowing part of this wall that is probably a lock. It's weird. It feels weird and a little like icky to go through this barrier because it doesn't feel like magic. It doesn't feel like anything you would have encountered as an archaeologist. It's almost like going through melting ice. It like this feeling clings to you as you clear the wall. And you're out there, you're non-corporeal, but you just feel almost like you have, imagine like if it was the Ghostbusters and Slimer got you.
Oh.
But it's also cold.
Y'all, I'm out, but it sucks.
Oh. That's gross. We see you. What's on you, man?
I don't know.
It's like glittering.
It's all over your cape.
It's like glittering. It looks like you ran through like melting ice, but it's still kind of squidgy.
Trying to like flick it off of me, but I imagine that doesn't work since none of this is corporeal anyway.
Is the wall look any different?
Are you all right?
Yeah. It's a little cold, but yeah.
Yeah.
Would definitely go ahead, Shaka.
Do the doors or the locks look any different from the outside?
That's what I was gonna say. I want to look around this space for a button or a switch or a lock or something.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Oh yeah, that one's all right. 18.
You find a panel not far down the hallway, but the writing isn't something you'd recognize. There's what looks like to be panels and buttons, but they're glowing. Again, this is all strange to you all because none of it seems magical. And Kent, remind me, do you have prestidigitation?
No, I make Virgil do that for me.
Okay, then. Well, with that 18 though, you have found a panel. You're not quite sure what it does.
Okay. Listen, I have probably worse news than if I just didn't find anything. I found some buttons. Should I push them?
What are you asking me as the DM? Or are you asking
them? No, this is the crew.
Do you see anyone?
Presumably, no, right?
You see no one.
No. No, just a panel a little ways down the hall. It's the closest set of controls to our room that I could find. So I'm guessing that they're connected, but that's the best I got.
Okay.
Anybody got comprehend languages?
No!
Do not.
Elise does, but she's not there.
I thought she did.
Yep.
Then why would you mention it? Why would you even tease us like that?
I'm also looking at like the worst
Paladin
thing is
not appearing in this episode. Come on.
Of all the things that should have happened.
Yeah, Virgil.
Wow, is that what it's like? Is that what it's like from the other side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember at Strixhaven when you spoke at Gazrick's face?
Hmm. No.
Do you- Basically, out of character, I remember that he did something to like the door. I
Yeah.
think he actually he cast a thing on the door that opened the door. Tried to open the door.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Didn't
was.
you
It
do
was.
knock? Didn't you do knock?
Yes.
Not me.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was.
then
It was like
oh,
one of the
never mind.
images that was drawn, right?
Right.
Oh, never mind. Then I think you just had words appear.
I'm gonna.
I thought you did. I thought you
Oh.
accidentally cast it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That was, what did I do? It wasn't knock because I
What
don't
was
have knock
that?
on my spell list. What was
Okay.
when Gazrick was in the door? You mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
the usual.
Gazrick, did you not cast knock?
I don't have knock. I'm gonna try freedom of movement.
Then it was just a bardic
Yeah.
expression of frustration.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I guess so.
There's some
Wish I
the
remembered
manifestation
last
of some
week
sort
better.
of magic.
All right.
God. Okay.
Then my other thing pending Gazrick. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, please.
I am loath to say this. Follow your instinct.
I push
Okay.
a button.
No, wait, one more.
Okay.
Let me see
I
if
said
I
it
can
slowly.
join
I
you.
said it slowly.
You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna cast freedom of movement. I touch a willing creature for the duration. Target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can either reduce the target's speed or cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints. That's the thing I'm banking on. If like this thing, if I can, the freedom of movement for whatever reason, like, yeah. I wonder what happens if I cast this spell and I then also try to run at the door.
So
Yeah,
are
but
you
you have to
casting
touch
it
a
on
creature,
yourself?
I'm casting it on myself. I take a little bit of leather out of my beard, and I I rip off a little bit from my belt, and then I tie it around my finger. And I try with my finger first to see if I can kind of cut through the wall.
So you're gonna try to use the spell and basically do what Kent did, but with magic.
With magic, absolutely. Yes.
I'm so excited. I literally don't care what the outcome is. I just can't wait for this.
I have actually made popcorn for this episode. This is so
Yeah,
good.
I know.
There's a spell that says I should be able to I can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints. And I wonder what it's the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object. What will happen? I'm
thrilled.
You know what? I'm gonna make this a high DC because you're trying to do a thing, which I admire the creativity, but I'm gonna make this difficult for you.
I respect it 1,000%.
All right, roll it, and I'll tell you if you make it. Athletics.
Yo, okay. It's a -1, but we respect it.
Look, you're trying to do a hard thing, man.
Absolutely. The acrobatics wouldn't have been better. Let's be real. That's a 0. So with a wish and a prayer, it's a nat 1.
Yes. Oh my God, it's a 0.
Nat 1 with a -1 to make it
Holy
0.
crap!
It's truly the perfect number. It's
I don't know which
it really is a beautiful number, and it's just so incredible to see it here.
It is very beautiful.
To roll a 0.
It really, yeah, it's so perfect. A natural one that becomes a 0 all on its own. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't want to take this glorious moment from you, Gazrick.
No, I think a 0 gives you the right to. I think a 0.
No. I mean, who's going to describe what happens?
Masood,
You're
you
still
have
going
to
to fail.
Masood.
You're failing, absolutely.
Okay.
But do you want to describe it, or should I describe it?
I'd love to. If you would give me the honor, I would love to describe it.
Please tell us what this looks like when you bounce off a wall.
I go up. Says, okay, I'm going to try this. Just
Rooting for you, Gazrick.
I'm rooting for you.
Okay. I got this. boom. I bounce back and I slam against the other wall. And I was like, oh, ugh. Guys, it's totally fine. It's totally okay. I'm missing my finger. It's stuck in the wall from where the bit of leather has been left off. Immediately cast Greater Restoration on myself and like burn a slot to gain it back. But now there's just my
Your fingers.
The wall.
Incredible.
Oh
It's
no.
okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. See? What a trick. Whoa, look at that. You thought that it's okay, Kent, just do what you want. Trust your gut. I think that's the best option.
So
I'm a little
question.
concerned about my finger now, but
Question before we go back to Kent. How much
Yeah.
noise did you make when you hit that wall?
Oh, the most noise.
Yeah.
It was a zero.
It's a
It had to have
zero.
been-
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the worst
You were-
answer.
Barreling
to
a
a thing
gnome
to that
just
question.
barreling at like
Okay, so
I'm around the corner in the hallway and can only assume that Gazrick is now dead.
did you yell that?
no.
You did make a very loud clanging noise, so some part of what you ran into is metallic. But I'm just gonna keep that in my pocket for now. Kent, what were you doing?
I'm gonna push a button.
Give me. Oh God, what do I make you roll? Give me an intelligence check. Unless you want to use any of your skills to do this and hope for the best.
I mean, I would just say investigation, I guess, to try and find either like a symbol that maybe looks like cell doors or a button that seems like it's been pushed recently, or I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but anything that might suggest it.
All
if I
right.
could use intimidation? No, investigation.
Go ahead. Give me another investigation.
All right, let's see. This one wasn't that one. And I will leave it up to new DM, so I will leave it up to you. I technically have a feature that makes everything under 10 on my die be 10 on my die, but also it's a crit fail. So if you want to just really lay it on me, that's totally fine. But otherwise, it's an 18.
So we'll split it down the middle.
Okay, great.
You press a button, and while you do hear mechanisms start to move down the hallway,
Uh-huh.
some of the cells open, not all of
Okay.
them, but also an alarm starts to go off.
Oh.
So you may have very slowly started to open some cell doors, but they're gonna know you're trying to get out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think once the alarm goes off, I think it's just button mashing till the doors are open.
Yes.
Yeah. We've really changed our status quo, and I just think let's go with it.
All right, your cells / rooms are opening. Gazrick, do you want your finger back?
If you don't make me roll an athletics check to try to get it out of the wall, absolutely.
Sure.
If I could, I think here's honestly what happens. Gazrick goes up. It takes like 2 minutes for my finger to grow back, so it's slowly coming back together. And it's like growing back, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like kind of tucking it behind my back. I wait for no one to be looking because the rush of everyone getting out of their cells, and then I grab it and I pocket it in my beard, and then I run on down to everybody. It's like, okay, what do we do now? As the alarms are just blaring behind us.
Yeah.
if you don't pull out your own finger later as a spell component, I'm going to be very disappointed.
We'll use it.
Just to put it in a muffin.
I promise you that.
As Shaka's door opened, you see a mage hand kind of fly out of it. As all this has been going on, he's been repeatedly casting and trying to get to, he thinks one way it's going to work. So it's just been boom,
That's
boom,
so good.
boom. And then the door opens as he's casting the next one. And it just flies out. And he's basically like, all right, got it. And walks out of his
It's so
walks out
good.
of his cell.
That's really good.
So in that moment, when you say got it, Fenris just kind of tilts his head and looks at you. Like, God, what? Like, he's an intelligent dire wolf.
Virgil looks right back at Fenris, is like, I know.
Yeah.
And
just walks.
Fenris just kind of noses at both of you to like, come on, let's go.
All right. Well, let's
the
go
al- like-
toward the swamps.
What kind of alarm, like what basically is it, like just loud and repeating kind of thing, or
Screaming klaxon.
It's a bit of a
Like the word
klaxon.
Mhm.
But as you all are kind of like in the hall finally, and like Gazrick has his spare finger, and it actually just kind of cuts off suddenly.
Oh, that's worse.
No, that's so much worse.
Yes,
How
stop.
convincing is this?
Stop.
Is this good?
Stop.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you in space.
I didn't know. It actually looks pretty good on webcam. I didn't expect it. Like better in real
oh
life.
no, we're not doing street magic on the webcam.
I'm looking very much forward to showing my 1-year-old son that. So, like he needs to learn. He needs to learn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
no.
after you
The
take
old
their
ways.
nose, you gotta be like, hey, you want to know something else?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the alarm, so all the noises stopped as soon as we were out.
So the alarms stop. And you know, like in the club when the red lights come on, you know how what? I see you and you're about to like fall
Hang
out
on.
of the chair.
Go on. Just go
Oh
on.
no. And the red lights hit the hallway. And it's weird because it's just so quiet and all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You don't know if that's worse than an alarm.
Oh.
Is there anything else near the buttons? Is there anything else near there? Like screens or anything?
Yeah, are there any other like signs of basically other beings? Like, is there, there is a screen. Is there trash? Is there a stool or chair or any other random stuff like that?
From at the console that Kent is at, there is a screen above, but it basically kind of came to life once the emergency lights went on. And it's just kind of blinking at you all, and it is finally showing a diagram of where you are. You're muted.
Blessings.
I will backstage send you this because we're using guest star, and I can't send you stuff in guest star. So,
Got it.
for those of you that could get Slack, I've sent you a kind of overlay.
Oh, cool.
I see
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
I will. Not sure how to give this to chat, but I'll try.
So we're while you work on that, I assume we are on the middle
Mhm.
map, all the way to the left, all the way to the back of the ship that's showing. Is that where we were? Okay.
Yes, the ship
Okay.
does have a brig, which is where you were.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Got it.
That's very
So-
helpful. Not in deciding what to do, but at least in knowing where we are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I mean-
at least knowing where to go that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much choice.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Towards the bow of the ship.
Yeah.
That'll.
Mm.
Oh,
Virgil, did I use it right?
oh no. Yeah.
Virgil.
Did I use it right?
There's a weird sort of dawning comprehension on Virgil's face that
Oh.
this appears to be. I assume we're just seeing like not the whole thing, but just the grid bits.
Yes. The player version
Yeah,
has no
there's-
info on purpose.
Yeah.
There's just a very like weird recognition of the shape of this thing, like, huh. And yeah, there's just you actually see him like get out his quarterstaff, just like, we should be prepared for trouble.
What does that mean? You cast magic. You never hit anyone. What is going on here?
We are here. Someone brought us here without our consent, against our will. They have so far not spoken to us. They have left us on our own. And the moment that we escape, an alarm goes off alerting them to our presence. We should be prepared for trouble.
Okay.
and make it
Agreed.
double.
To protect them.
You get out of here.
Cannot be
Right.
serious today. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I just think that we should be prepared, and some situations it never hurts to present a bold front, strong front. Brian cannot find the words that he is looking for.
United.
To look like you should not, basically to look like you should not fuck with us.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Kent
Gotcha.
and Virgil.
Oh, no.
In this moment, Virgil, you're having this kind of flashback to other times, I take it?
Other times, and an odd dream that isn't like the other dreams, but this feels oddly familiar for several reasons, and he's not sure why.
Yeah. Pick one.
Wow.
But in character, yes.
In character. Kent in character, I should say.
Mhm.
You too get an odd sense of deja vu, like you've had this moment before. When you see Virgil kind of change stance and pull out his weapon versus pulling up magic.
Ooh, a shiver. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely think that Kent is a little torn because this is all quite messed up. We were just, transported to cells in space, but also now Virgil seems to have figured out that we're on a ship, and that's kind of hot.
All right. Hey, it's our own channel. We can do what we want if that happens.
There's something commanding about, you are very competent all of a sudden. What has happened? Yeah.
Wow, all of a sudden?
I was just going to say, to be clear, Virgil is always competent, and I never said otherwise.
No, but I stand by this. In a new place, a new ground, a new environment, and Virgil's got a level head. What is happening?
Oh, yeah. Virgil always has a
Not
level
that it's
head.
not Gazrick's freaking out.
Well, you also
think-
it also is shock on your case because
Yeah.
like
You did lose.
I think we should go through this door before we all find a way to insult Virgil.
Yes.
Are
I think we should keep it moving.
Are you going through the door, or are you going to take stairs that are on the other end of the hallway?
Oh, I forgot about the stairs.
Remember, there's a set of stairs going up and a set of stairs going down.
I say door.
I think I would say door too.
I'm sorry, I completely spaced for a second. Are we on the lowest level of this diagram that appears to be us?
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Well,
okay.
lowest level, just there's stairs going down. You don't know where they go.
Oh, so so there's like 4 different levels on this map that you sent us. If 1 is the top one and 4 is the bottom one, which one are we currently on?
Hold, please. I need to go look at my notes.
Thank you.
Because of course,
I used to be so good at like reading the grid maps and knowing what the symbols meant, and now I'm like, are those stairs up or down?
Right.
Why are there lines on the floor here?
Right. Like, wait a second. Those
Get
connect
lost.
to. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
you are on what would be steerage and the brig.
We don't have those words on our map. So
correct.
So
you're on the lowest
So
level.
that's
lowest.
So the lowest one 4. Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we can go. Then we can definitely take the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If no one's come,
we can go stairs.
Yeah. The doors, like those look like different actual doors as opposed to our weird translucent wall things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
If no one's burst out of those, then everybody must be elsewhere. So sure.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go take the stairs.
All right. So you're going up a level, is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All
Unless
right.
those stairs go down, because again, map reading is hard.
Right.
We're going whatever direction that staircase that's right next to us.
It's like, oh no, it's up or down.
It's just a bunch of stairs that just go into space.
Yeah.
It just
Did Escher design this ship? What is going on?
I mean, it could be. So you're going up a level to the third level of the ship. Everyone make either an investigation or stealth to see if you manage to do this quietly. Or if you want to be on the lookout for people, which would you like to do? Or do both?
I mean, I think both.
Yeah.
Well, like Kent can like blink and never be seen again.
Oh, I did get a nat 1 on investigation.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll a pass without trace on us.
Okay.
My
Just to, like,
God.
Okay.
My
Thank you.
stealth is a 37 then.
right.
Jesus.
Mhm.
It's good. Good. Invisible Kent.
Yeah,
Where'd you go, Kent?
Kent is
And that's
one
the
with
lowest
stars.
I could roll
Yep,
with pass
definitely
without
would have
trace.
rolled stealth if I knew you were doing pass without trace. But
I mean, you still could. You still could.
I will
Yeah,
stick
can we
with
do
this though. No,
What does
I'm gonna
pass
stick
without-
with this
What does
nat
pass
1.
without a trace add or do?
It gives you
Adds a plus 10 to
but-
your stealth. Yeah.
Which honestly, I wouldn't have needed it. I got a 19 with no
Look at
bonuses,
you.
but now it's a 29. I'm
Okay, then that will be a 22.
Possibly so.
All right. So everyone but Shaka has made their stealth roll. Is what I'm hearing.
Mhm. Do you? So
You didn't try.
Yeah, I wrote
stealth-
investigation.
Shaka just has
Oh.
the default stealth.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think default
Shaka.
stealth with pass without trace ain't that bad.
Yeah, that's
True.
also nice.
So Shaka, you are not quite as stealthy as everyone else. You know, your mage hand clattering around with you is not helping the situation. But you also fail to notice a couple beings at the top of the stairs. They're not like the ones any of you dreamt of. One of them is tall, very much warrior's pose. In Faerun or in Waterdeep would very much look like a captain's outfit. But it looks different because you're not on the water. You know, there's emblems, but there's also a very large sword strapped to their back. And the other creature that you're seeing might disturb you, Kent, as you notice.
No.
As you notice, yes. They're very large and imposing, but as they start to come down, because they don't see you all yet, thankfully.
Oh, thank God.
But poor Kent has now seen the creature of his nightmare.
No. Oh hell. We all see this or just Shaka?
All of you see it, but Shaka is the one that came closest to walking right into them.
Okay, so I haven't walked in their vision yet, but I'm close to it.
You
Okay.
basically almost, you know how you like open a door and walk into someone on accident? That's how
Yeah.
close you were to basically
Okay.
running up the stairs.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah,
running
I'm right
into
next to
them.
the vision cone in a game. I'm like right up next to it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna freeze then. I'm just gonna stop and just wait for if I don't know what order we're in, but if there's anyone like behind me, I'm gonna stop and kind of wait for them to go ahead of me.
Yeah, what order would you all have been in? Virgil, are you taking the lead since you kind of shipmate Virgil jumped out?
That's fine, especially after Gazrick made it a little harder for us to be seen.
Yeah.
I think I would take them third position behind Kent.
Okay.
Sure.
So Virgil, Kent.
Yeah, I mean,
Gazrick.
behind me until we see the GIF, and then I'm still in my ghost form. And as soon as I see that GIF, I am just gliding through all of you and backing up.
It's just as weird as it sounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for now, they've not perceived you, but I'm going to roll for them to see
Hey.
if they do detect you. With your ridiculous base without a trace, it's going to be hard for them to detect you.
Give them some
Ooh,
of Gazrick's zeros. Give them some of those.
Yeah, right?
I think
Just spread it
We need to see
around.
more
I
zeros.
can't be rich on zeros, okay?
I think the
Um,
tiny ears like subtract from their rolls, like for each tiny ear.
For
there's a couple-
sure.
Yeah.
The dire D20s have failed me, and there's no way they've detected you because I got like a 10 and an 8
Blessings.
before any bonuses. So for now, but it's kind of a weird standoff because depending on how you pass each other on the stairs, at least Shaka is the most in danger of alerting them to a
Yeah.
presence of someone.
Right.
And you're
Yeah,
gonna have to go
I-
past them at some point.
Yeah, I'm not moving for now. I'm not moving until everybody else gets through, and then I'll take my chances.
Yeah, and the femme-bodied person in the captain's outfit has very lizard-like skin, very sharp cat-like eyes, distinctive black markings, and they do not look happy that the alarm has gone off.
Um, Team Huddle, we're doing so good. What's the goal?
I think it's just gather information on where we are and try and figure out how to get back home. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What do we want? Do we want to talk? Do we want to confront? Do we want to find out why we're here?
Just listen. We don't need to confront them. Whatever their meeting is, we could find out some more information, right?
Well, you want us to just listen?
I think we could just listen, right? Like, come on, let's not get to guys, I lost a finger already to a wall. Let's not, I don't know what these people do, all right?
You fought a great worm and didn't lose a finger, Gazrick.
Right, I was fine. This business is weird. I think we're on a boat with no water. What's happening?
Okay, quick question for me, just so I can confirm. Pass without a trace, does that keep them from hearing you walking around or just detecting you, period? Because you all are talking
Let me
now.
pull up the official text, but I think it's like a muffling is placed on us in a way that just like prevents us from being heard.
I mean, at this
I think
point,
it's
Tiamat
shadows
couldn't
too, so
hear
seen
you.
and heard. Yeah.
Seen and heard, yeah.
At this point, no one
I was
can
whispering.
detect you.
Yeah.
At least can't. Jesus.
Okay. What did we see? And what did we see them? Are they like if we're basically kind of like slowly inching up the stairs, what are they doing?
The GIF is looking around and kind of like trying to figure out what could have set off the alarm, and they're going to start walking down the stairs ahead of their captain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
So is there anywhere for us to go?
Unless you can either plaster yourself to a wall or run like kind of dodge them and then start going up the stairs again, it's going to be a tight squeeze because the GIF basically is like a bipedal hippo.
Right.
Doc is going to go back downstairs because he feels like he is about to get caught. So he's going to go back. Yeah. He's going to walk back downstairs and try to look for somewhere to hide.
Okay, well, remember you all have passed without a trace, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like they're going to walk down the stairs and run into you, but at some point there's going to be some kind of physical brushing or something.
Go ahead.
Just making noises that I should probably mute for.
As it appears that they're going to come the way that we are, Virgil's going to cast Prestidigitation to cause the sound of the alarm that we heard to appear behind them. Like basically the sound of the alarm is going to appear in a space behind them. And that's my plan. I'm trying to, because my brain cannot do the spatials here. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way for us to go back up or down?
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's the distraction. Virgil's like basically doing his best to communicate. I guess we can talk because we're muffled.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try. I'm not afraid my mic won't pick up the whisper.
Yeah.
pretend this is whispering, like stage whispering. I'm going to try to distract them from behind, and perhaps we should head back downstairs.
But we haven't even gone to the top yet.
Oh, Gazrick always thinking about the top.
No, I mean, really though, like, is there a way to get around them to get to the...
No.
That's what, I think player Brian has figured out, like, that's not going to be a thing that we can do immediately unless we...
Yeah, so Shaka's plan for going back downstairs is you go downstairs, you kind of separate a bit from the stairs and let them walk toward
Yeah.
the buttons and the alarm and stuff, and then go back.
sneak right
go
past.
up. Yes.
So yeah, like that's just to give us time to basically get back. Give us like an extra minute.
Yeah, great.
So you're going to kind of go back down the stairs, wait for them to pass, and then go back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And everyone currently has passed without a trace.
As long as we stay next to Gazrick, I think.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
I'm just-
any within 30 feet of me, and it's
Well,
creatures
so
I
much
choose.
bigger radius than I thought.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll, and they're going to get disadvantaged since you have such a good pass without a trace as they go past you. I'm
Mhm.
assuming you're just moving out of the way. I'm not going to make you roll to keep running up and downstairs.
Yeah.
Like they-
Oh, this is better for them though.
Lovely.
But with the disadvantage, they got a dirty 20. So they hear noise, but they don't pinpoint it to you all and what you're doing.
Mhm.
So
Everybody stop.
the lizard-like woman just kind of looks around, like her eyes narrow, and she pulls her sword, but then she starts to slowly walk toward that control that Kent, basically Leroy Jenkins, open.
Go. Right, because they're clear of the stairs now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Go.
Yes. So yeah, we're going up.
Are you moving quickly?
Yeah, as fast as we can.
Well, I think we're still balancing the stealth, right?
right.
Yeah, we
As-
are. We're
We're moving hastily.
Yeah, it's a good word.
yes, there it is.
We're yeah.
With
Alright.
gusto, as they would say.
All right, you get up to this next level, and your stealth is still in action, but you see like 5 more crew members just milling about. But think of it as like Metal Gear Solid, where you can kind of stealth past them.
Yeah, you know what I would actually love to do if they're still up there, because we want to stealth past, but we also kind of want to before the others come upstairs. So has it been 10 minutes since we got out of the cells?
I'll say it's 5.
Okay, so since I can still move through stuff, I will like move through bulkheads and stuff to try to get, I don't know, on the other side of this deck from the staircase, and just make some noise again back in that direction so that the rest of the party can at least get upstairs and find a new hiding spot in this room.
So you're
be
going
outside of
toward-
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, because I'm going to mostly stay in, since I'm still incorporeal, I'm going to mostly stay in the bulkheads and the walls themselves as much as possible to get back there. Yeah.
So you're going from where you are to across the deck to where the others are trying to go.
I just want to get to a point where if I make noise, the crew members on this deck will look towards the noise, and that will make them look away from the top of the staircase where the rest of the...
Oh, to give them
crew
a
is coming
chance
up.
to get by.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it. Because I was like, why are you leading them where they're going to run?
No. Away, so that they look away from the staircase.
Gotcha.
While
Yeah.
you're describing this, Gazrick was like, "Oh, the old Casper bit. Okay, we understand."
Who?
Ooh.
What is the
Yes.
Casper?
What? In the mattress? Never mind.
I hate you.
All right. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything you should roll for this because you're still doing
Yeah.
stuff.
I would
Oh,
have
for
said
sure,
ghost
yeah.
in the- Ghost in the hull is the thing.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
exactly
really good.
right.
That
I'm
is
changing the
that's
episode title.
Really good.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Changing the episode
I'm proud
title.
of that. I'm proud of you. That's good.
Maybe a performance to like make a distracting enough noise, or I could do a sleight of hand if you wanted. I could do.
I was
I mean,
thinking
I could do
more.
anything. But
I was thinking more athletics or acrobatics.
oh, sure, yeah.
Let's do acrobatics since you're trying to go through metal bulkheads
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
toward the tail end of your ability.
Yeah.
This really is Metal Gear Solid now, like Spectral Metal
Yeah.
Gear Solid.
Wow.
Truly. Yeah,
Metal
so 28
Gear.
acrobatics.
Oh yeah, you do this flawlessly. What is it? What exactly does it look like when you go to distract these crew members?
I think so. I am incorporeal, but I can like still interact with things because I can be attacked. They just have disadvantage. I can still attack, so I can hold my weapon. So I think I just like stick my head and one arm out of a bulkhead way back there in the back of the ship and just like bang on the wall next to me and then retreat back into the wall.
It works because with that 28, I'm not going to tell you no. Uh, you see the few that are scattered around the deck just kind of turn around and look, and then they realize that there's another lower alarm starting, which is more of an internal thing, so that
Oh.
stowaways or anyone else won't realize kind of what's happening. It's more of a you see them react, but you don't know what that alarm should mean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But they start going toward your distraction, and the rest of you
Right.
are free to try to get away and get toward that other set of stairs, unless you want to interact with these crew members somehow.
I think that since they're basically, if it looks like we can do another, like it kind of keeps going upstairs, like
Mhm.
I think we should just try to keep going up
Yes.
if at all possible and avoid. So yeah, basically if they're distracted, we're just going to keep going up.
Agreed.
All right. Give me. So, how long does that pass without a trace last?
Let me double check. It lasts for, it's a second level spell.
It's an hour.
It is a buff that lasts for an hour as I'm concentrating. So
Okay.
as long as nothing hits me, I don't stub my toe. It's been a full
Lose
2
a
minutes.
finger.
Don't
Right,
lose
no,
a finger again.
it's
yeah.
back now. It's back,
Yeah.
and the other
Oh, right,
one's
right,
tucked
right.
away safely, so I haven't lost it.
Also, as long as you know you don't like run headfirst into a wall.
Right,
Right.
sure.
We're going to try to avoid doing that again. Well, at least we are going to try to avoid doing that. Gazrick, I don't know.
I have no
I'm
promises.
following. That's the reason why I'm following behind. That's not leading. I'm following.
That's a good point.
All right. You actually make it up to the next level, and it's weirdly unoccupied. Whatever alarm you heard probably made everyone scatter.
Great.
Okay.
Do you want to check while you have the advantage of no one on this level? Do any kind of scouting before you try to get to the top level?
What do we see
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
I'll make a
Because I think
perception check.
this would
or,
be, this would be probably the most, if I'm getting the map right, this would be sort of the most open, like we're at basically we're on the top deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like what do we essentially? Yeah, now that we've come as the party comes up these stairs and has snuck up, like when we look up and around, what do we see?
Yeah.
What you see is some doors. Doors leading up to like things on each side of the ship, and I don't know the right words because I'm not a nautical person, but to the back, to the end of the ship, the butt of the ship, you see more doors and stairs leading up to what seems to be almost like it looks like an add-on almost. And then there's the crow's nest, of course, and the top pole, and the pointy thing off the bow of the ship. I don't know what the right word is.
Proud.
Thank you.
You're very proud of that one, yes.
I am happy to volunteer nautical terms whenever we want, but also just make stuff up.
I hate it. So what you're seeing is the downstairs are to the deck that you just left, so you know where those go. There's upstairs, and there's a door in the middle toward the back of the ship, and then there are 2 doors that lead toward what seem to be some kind of, well, you don't know, but they could be quarters, they could be anything else. So there's 3 other doors you could check, or the stairs to these other areas.
And is this
When we
area
look-
open? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
I think
same
you're about
question.
to ask the same thing.
Same
yeah.
question. Yeah. When we look up and see the masts and see the crow's nest, are we looking into the inky black beyond of space, or what
Yeah.
appears to be space?
You
Yeah.
are, but there is a force field keeping you all from dying of suffocation.
Oh, so there's looks like there's a barrier.
So
like-
basically, the ship has a barrier that goes. It seems to go to the crow's nest. There's no one in it
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
Cool.
Okay, so we don't. Okay, I'm wondering, like, we don't actively look like, oh, we see space. Do we see like a glowing something that is
No,
keeping
it's
us?
the barrier's clear enough where you can enjoy the stars, but
Okay.
you don't basically come up on the main deck and start suffocating.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
good to
Good
know.
news. It's good to know. It's
Yeah.
really good to know. Yeah.
I think confirming that the map that looked like a ship is now actually a ship, now that we're on the top of it, I think Kent is just all eyes for Virgil.
Oh,
I forget which side you're on now because we're not.
I know,
I
I
think,
know, we have to
uh,
move.
I think we're on that.
He's
I
to
think
the,
it's
he's
this
in,
way.
He's in the same spot. Yes.
So you gotta look that way.
Yes.
No, this is not. It is, but it isn't. It's a ship,
Oh.
but it's not.
Oh.
And there's that humming that doesn't make any sense.
Are you sure it's not a ship, Virgil?
No, there's 100% not sure. Okay.
I think.
But
Yeah.
we are alone up here. Perhaps
For now.
we should investigate
Yeah.
while we can.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that.
Let's do it.
I'm running. Yeah. Looking
I'm,
around.
I'm seeing if there's any maps, any communication
You
devices.
know how much
any
maps cost to
weapons.
make?
Oh, you think they got space map money?
Yeah, they got space map money.
There
Yeah.
are some doors. There are some doors right. Basically, there's probably the moment that we all pop up and we're all like a bit agog at, oh, this is really happening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there are some. It looks like there are some doors immediately behind, like basically when we popped up. So, did those look like normal doors or
Yeah.
like?
The handle, brass handle and all. They look like the doors that Virgil would have encountered on any number of ships.
Yeah, I think that we should probably look around while they're distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the nearest door, or it looks like maybe there's two at the front of the ship where we've come up this. Did we come up these? We came up these front stairs, right? Yeah.
Toward the prow, yes.
Towards the yeah, exactly. Okay, so then I'll if I can just take a look. We don't need any more alarms now telling them we're up here, so I'll take a look for security measures that I may or may not be able to find, and then we
Yeah,
can start
so,
investigating these rooms.
Before we see what you all find, we're gonna actually go back to the people that you almost ran into.
Ooh.
So while you
Okay.
all are up on this main deck looking for things,
Uh-huh.
the GIF, and I'm trying so hard not to make the joke, the GIF and the woman who, instead of making you roll for it because now you're in two separate places, if Kent would have ever studied this or had come across any texts, you would know that she's a Githyanki. So very
GG.
GG. Potentially, I might recognize the Githyanki, but I don't really know that I would know much
right.
about.
You might
them,
recognize
yeah.
that she is a Githyanki, but just what you've
exactly.
read in a book,
Yeah,
and you're not
totally.
sure if it was the truth.
Yeah.
She is screaming in rage to find you all have gotten out of your cells. Dahani has been put to sleep, not like that. No,
Stop at the farm, guys. It's okay.
There's a space farm, and she's very happy on the space
We're
farm.
having a great time on the space farm. We're all
No,
go to the space farm.
not like
eventually.
that.
Oh my god.
No, she is actually sleeping. They
Okay.
figured she didn't get away. They're gonna make sure they keep at least one of you. So she is sleeping. But she's screaming in rage, stomping around, going, "How? How did they get out? They're not even from this plane. How did they even figure this out?" And the GIF is just kind of watching her storm around, like, "Oh, here we go again." And he just puts a rather large hand on her shoulder, trying to get her to calm down. Look, where can they go? We're not anywhere near a planet that they don't know our languages. It's probably just luck. They probably just, I mean, we got their whole file. We know what they all can do. We should have thought about this. I love the look on your face. So she's like, yeah, I know, but we should have thought this better. They shouldn't have gotten out. Spread out, have the ship searched, and when we put them back in their cells, take their stuff.
That's fair.
So she sets any crew. She sends like kind of an all hands, but it's not in a language you would understand because it's whatever Githyanki speak. And you hear it, but it's muffled because you're so far away. But you just hear this kind of verbal noise come over speakers, and she's just starting to get like kind of trace a path, trying to figure out where you all could have possibly gone once you escaped your cells. And she's left a guard on Dahani's cell.
Ooh, she sounds mad. We should be quick.
She's real
Yeah.
mad. So, cut back to you all. What are you doing?
Yeah. Checking them front doors for traps and alarms, and then going to investigate. I think.
By front doors, you mean the two?
Sorry, the doors in the front of the ship. In the
Okay.
Yeah, the two twin rooms that are right there.
Okay. Are you trying to lockpick? Just bust it open? What are you trying to do?
I want to check them out and make sure that they're not. If it's possible for me to recognize an alarm system or something, we don't need to let them know that we're up here that quickly if we can avoid it. So that would be the first thing. And then if in investigating the door I discover it is locked, I will try and unlock it.
Okay, so you're doing a sleight of hand first or investigating first?
Probably investigating.
All
I
right.
don't want to touch it with my hands until I've looked with my eyes.
All right. Give me an investigation.
You got it. It's a DT.
It is not magical. It's a common door, like one you'd find at home.
It doesn't look like it's alarmed or anything, at least not that I notice.
No.
Okay. I don't know, try it, see if it's locked.
Are you taking the door on the right or the left?
Oh, I don't know. Which one y'all want to go in first?
Right.
Right it is. First thing I heard, right door.
Yeah.
All
Right,
righty.
tighty.
Righty tighty.
All righty. What is that sleight of hand check to pop open the lock?
22.
You successfully unlock this door. And are you entering cautiously or just opening? Or just going in?
Well, I mean,
Was it
we would
locked?
open it. Just go ahead.
It was locked?
It was
was.
locked, but Kent just lockpicked it.
Okay.
So I think quietly, I don't know that there's any particular caution or expecting anyone in there, but I don't want the door to creak either as we go in.
All right. And you all are going in this room with Kent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Calling
Yeah.
behind.
If there's no one else around, yeah. Let's do it.
At the very least, if they find us here, it would be better if we can ambush them in closed quarters
Right.
than above deck.
Ooh, maybe let's close the door behind us, and if I can even relock it from the inside
Smart.
Sure.
while we check things out in here.
You've now locked yourself in this room.
Sure, it's fine.
No, locked others out is what we've done. We've locked
That's right,
others
that's
out
right,
of
that's
this
right.
room.
It's all about
Yeah.
perspective, point of view.
Yeah.
I lock myself in my apartment all the time. I'm locked in my apartment. That's
Yeah,
great.
You know, it's safe.
Yeah.
So everyone give me investigation. I'll tell you what you find.
Alrighty.
It's the worst score. I mean, not as bad as a -1, but
Yeah, let's see if I'm that one again.
Oh,
That's an 11.
it's the night of bad rolls for this guy. I got a 2 plus 9. That's 11.
I got
I
a
also
25.
have an 11. So
Okay.
11, 25, and what did Kent get?
Oh, I haven't rolled an investigation yet. I got a... God, I'm rolling garbage, but I keep doing things I'm proficient in, so 18.
All right. So Kent
Rogues!
Ken and Shaka, you enter this room, and actually, even though Virgil didn't get very high on this, you would recognize this kind of a room immediately because of your past. It's the captain's quarters.
you just hear Virgil,
Oh, God.
shit.
It's very opulent. It's got a beautiful desk that is made out of some kind of wood, you think, because it doesn't look like any wood any of you have ever seen, but it's beautiful. It's got filigree on it. There are maps here, but they're tightly rolled up. There's ink pots. There's also many weapons.
Wow.
So it confirms your suspicion that the Githyanki is the captain of this vessel.
What's wrong,
So-
Virgil? I love it here. Just like
beautiful
touching the
place.
sheets and
Look
like
at all the
judging the
antiques.
quality of the clothing.
No,
This
Gazrick's
is-
right there with you.
This is probably where whoever's in charge stays.
Oh,
So, yeah,
That's
we're
great.
in their room now.
that means anything important was probably kept here, right? Right? If this is their office.
You said there's a desk. Is there anything that appears to be any kind of papers? You said the maps are kind of rolled up in a way, but is there anything, a journal or pages or whatever passes for space paper? I don't know, spaper that's out here. I don't know.
Paper.
I think they just call it paper.
Called
Okay, my
Spaper.
bad. You know,
It's
I was
definitely
trying.
Spaper.
I was trying to affect a regional accent. My bad. Okay.
No, 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 no.
I'm with you, Brian. Spaper. It's paper. It's a sheet of paper. Like, come on. Now.
And for the jugular, Brian.
But yeah,
Anyway.
just to investigate, to look at the desk a little closely, since we. For at
I'm
least the moment,
rolling and
aren't-
giving myself advantage for that term.
We're rolling against a desktop now. Dang.
Yep.
Table.
This is, like trying to
Yeah.
this is like trying to reinstall Windows. Okay.
Wow, I gave myself advantage and still failed. It's not my day for dice either, y'all.
Read the journal.
So you see some journals, and if you look above the desk, kind of like in a shelf, where if someone was sitting and they stood up, they could grab journals. There's like a nice kind of like organized row of previous journals. There's a couple books, and there's an open ledger book where you can tell it's a ledger because of the columns, not because of what the writing is. All of this is foreign writing for all of you. So yeah, there's a bunch of journals. I mean, you could steal a map if you want. I don't know if you could read the map.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is there anything that looks essentially recognizable? That
Yes.
sorry, I looked at chat and stationary has just destroyed me now. Okay.
Oh, no.
Out.
Is there anything that looks? Yeah, basically, like I'm just looking to see if there's anything that says like, hey, will give us an idea of why we're here, what we're doing here, etc.
Like maybe are the journals dated? Like, are they personal journals or they're just moleskin? Yeah.
And again, none of you have comprehend languages, correct?
Right.
Not
This
today.
is all-
So-
not today. No.
So none of us who have that, but I would imagine that if our names were to show up, that our names would be in
Or even like,
common.
Right,
So like I
but-
want to look for our names, even though I can't understand anything around it.
That's a good point.
I want to see if our names show up in the journal.
just their names or recognition.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you don't think they might phonetically spell our names with whatever alphabet they're using?
You might want to check. Just check.
We could check. We might as well, right? Like there's no harm in
Because this is a language of a culture you have no idea about, give me either history or another investigation at disadvantage.
I will.
Okay.
Can I also
I will
roll a
do-
history on this?
I'm sorry?
Can I give a Shaka the help action on this?
Sure. Explain what that does, please, for the audience at home.
For sure. I think in this moment, I'm just peering over either the name in common or if I'm just thinking, like, is there a capitalization system? Is there a word that's just repeated, like, significantly enough?
Like rivals or your names.
Rivals, or, like, even, like, just the systems in which note-taking would occur. Like, is there a term and then bullets underneath it? Is there, like kind of, like, if there's, like, a breakdown per person or things like that? Like, just trying to put what I would, as a business owner, I think like taking detailed notes and record keeping, want to apply that to this methodology of like, how are they just track? And we've also established Gazrick, among many things, great with books, always on top of the books, sort of using that knowledge to help Shaka in this discovery.
Sure, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna do the disadvantage investigation roll.
And then and then with help makes it just clean, right?
Yep. So you roll what you roll.
Okay. All right. So I rolled a 29 and a nat 1.
Well,
so the 29 and a nat 1.
Well, with the help,
That's just what.
you keep the 29.
If actually, correctly, for Gazrick's help, you should have gotten the nat 1 if we did this accurately with today's theme. But
Second nat 1 I rolled today.
Yeah.
But I guess we get the 29.
I am a merciful DM on occasion. because today's not been good dice-wise.
No.
So, Shaka, you, after some searching around the room, you find a thicker journal that you make out rivals. It's a weird language, but after staring at it long enough, you kind of figure out, oh, that's an R, that's an I. This is about us. Can't hear you. You're muted.
You're muted, Shareef.
Sorry, is it big enough like to take?
Oh yeah, these are all like regular sized ledgers and
Okay.
notebooks. Nothing is like
Okay.
oddly sized. You haven't found the
Okay.
gifts quarters. If you found the gifts quarters, then everything would be like comically large compared to you.
Okay. Sweet.
Except the
I want,
ears.
yeah, I want to take this one then. The one, the bigger one. I want to take it.
All right. Are you going to look through it at all, or are you just taking it?
I mean, I figure if I can't really make out any, I mean, I guess I can page through it, even though I won't be able to make out really anything else in it. I can page through it just to see if there's any maybe pictures or numbers or anything.
It's like No
maybe a
Man's
map.
Sky. Eventually, you'll start learning the language.
Yeah, I mean, there might be like a map of Waterdeep or image of Trollskull Manor or something. So yeah, I can page through kind of looking for something like that.
Okay, while Shaka's doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I mean, do we feel like we have found what we're going to find here and want to move on, or do we want to keep searching around the captain's quarters?
Can I make an investigation check? Because
Sure.
I do want to I want to see if I can keep track of their ledgers. If we've got journals with words, I want to see if I can get track
logs.
of their numbers. Yeah, logs.
Do
Even if
you
I don't
wanna-
understand them yet. Yeah.
Okay, well, an easy get is there is an open ledger book on the captain's desk, or do you want to look for something else?
I'll take that. If that is available for me, I'll just scoop that up, and I'm ready to get out of here.
Yep, that is there. Do any of you want to take weapons, since there's a bevy of weapons here?
Nah.
Can I look at that? Yeah. What is that? What is the perception? Yeah. Are there any magical?
Do they look any different? Like, basically, are they just weapons we're used to seeing?
No,
No.
these
yeah,
are
there's these new components,
these are
right?
there are things that
Oh.
basically they make you think of flintlocks, but they're clearly made of whatever the ship is made out of. They're far more advanced. They look very sleek. Virgil, you notice a staff, but it's got almost like glowing, if you didn't know better, runes in it. Kent, are you okay?
I mean,
no.
no, yeah.
Hmm.
I unfortunately, no. I think I'm gonna leave that because who knows if it'll go off in our face. The staff, the other thing, like Virgil doesn't use flintlocks, so that's somebody else's thing. Although again, there is that nagging familiarity of seeing something that's shaped like a flintlock here, like something's up. But it doesn't look like it deals gunpowder, so I'm like, but then again, we're also apparently on what feels like a ship in space, in the sky among the stars. So it's like,
Yeah.
All right, just making sure no one's taking anything other than
No, I'm taking.
Oh,
something.
Gazrick is.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? I literally just lost my finger to just a wall. Like interacting, like I gotta understand what are the materials, what are the components, what is the periodic table of this plane of existence?
What
I don't
is the periodic
understand.
table in Waterdeep?
yeah. What is that?
What-
Is that
it's
our
something-
usual? Is that our reservation at the Yawning Portals? Because it's our
Right,
periodic
right,
table.
It's our
for
periodic
magic?
table?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I would have named it that.
Oh,
Why didn't I use that?
That's good.
Wow.
Or Table Town. I could have called it the periodic table.
Periodically,
You did
miss.
periodically
Oh,
there.
that would have been nice.
Oh, that is
No.
good. Yeah.
Let's go
late
back and do
now.
last season. After this season, let's go back. We'll redo last season.
Just that
We'll
moment.
just redub it.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I think I look at is there anything? Should I make a perception check of like things that either I'm looking for, like, to be honest, a cloak or like something that I could like wrap myself in, or a shield of some kind. Maybe that's causing
You can check. You did do an investigation.
right.
While you're doing
All right.
that, Kent, what are you up to?
I mean, I think if we're wrapping up on this room, I will make my exit. I'll unlock I will listen at the door first to see if there are people outside. So I guess maybe that's what I should do first.
Okay. Dice are cursed this week. I don't know what's happening.
That's okay. I am not proficient in this, and I crit fails.
Oh, so many ones.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild. I have rolled so many ones today.
Yeah.
It's fine. So I don't hear anyone out there. So I'm gonna unlock the door and open it with the intent of going to the door next to us to repeat the process. I guess we'll see if I get interrupted.
So that was a fail?
I mean, I crit failed, so I would assume so.
Oh. Oh no. I'm so sorry in advance.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It's happened a lot today. I don't know what's in the water.
Really?
It has,
Not
but
just
you know what
us.
it is?
Yeah.
Something's
Here's
up.
the thing, though. I've been able to cancel all of them, right? Because I
Yeah.
have that reliable talent. So it was time for me to get one on a non-proficient
Yeah.
so that I
Fair
actually just get a 4.
Yeah, blame space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, at least according to Kent's sharp ears, there's no one outside. Shaka, are you good? You grabbed this ledger. You're good on anything else?
Yeah, I've grabbed the ledger. I'm not gonna take any weapons, but I'm gonna see. I want to see if I can silently damage them, disable them in some way.
Ooh, that's going to be
but-
rough because you don't know what they're made out of and they're not all familiar
Yeah.
to you. And that will
and
take
I don't
some
think.
time.
Yeah, and I don't think I have. So I think I have that idea, but then I'm like, oh no, I don't think I can do it stealthily. So when I hear Kent appear to say that the coast is clear, I kind of just leave with the journal kind of packed away and follow Kent.
All right, I'm going to roll and see what's outside the door. Oh, the dice do not like me today either. There are a couple people out there, but they can be easily dispatched. They are not they're not fighters. They're the poorest sods that basically got conscripted onto this ship. So you could easily subdue them or try to sneak past them if you don't want any static.
Can we get into the next room without are they far enough away that we can just kind of slip over into the next room without getting their attention?
Let a D10 decide that.
Great.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which way are they facing?
It's a very low roll, so yes, they're far away.
Okay.
The dice
Yeah.
are
I
not
would suggest
my
we
friend
just-
today.
Yeah, I would suggest we just slip into the next room.
Yeah.
If anyone has any objections to that.
Sound good to me.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
All right. So, weirdly enough, this room is not locked.
Oh. A part of Kent is like, well, if it's not locked, it's probably not got anything of value in it, but I guess we'll take a look.
Yeah.
It's right next to the captain quarters, though. It's gotta be
Right.
something.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Some
That's a good
some
point.
things are easy. It's okay.
This
And
would
I'm
be.
sorry. What
Go
what
ahead.
do I walk away from the pile with?
What does Gazrick use again for weapons?
I honestly nothing. I'm a caster, and so I
could put a
occasionally, if I
shield.
have to fight, I'll shapeshift. So that's why I was looking for like a shield or like a cloak. But I'll take a flintlock. I think that's great. Yeah.
It's a space
After you already
flintlock.
lost a finger. Okay.
Look,
How
No.
big is it compared to Gazrick?
it's pretty.
It can't be
big.
that. Come on.
What are the odds he's gonna blow another finger off?
Yeah.
Imagine the plasma pistol, the first thing you learn to make in XCOM.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you picked up. But I'll add that to your character sheet after today.
Cool.
So
Um,
just add a splint lock. It's fine.
Split lock.
One day I will survive the show without a pun. One day. But yeah, you take that and we'll figure out stats later.
Cool. No worries. Just wanted to confirm that.
And you go in, and it's opulent. This is basically a sitting room. It's where the captain would receive people more officially.
Mhm.
Virgil would know it's called a stateroom. And this is just, it's nice. There's even like a platter of food out, as if maybe there was a meeting in progress when the alarm went off that you all got out.
Mm.
Huh?
Are you closing this door behind you as well?
Yeah, I mean, do we feel like there's anything of value for us to check? I mean, it's lovely to take a bite, but like, I feel like at this point we have some information. The next thing I would be looking for is how to control the ship.
Right.
Mm.
Or honestly, is there a way that we can just get off the ship? Like, do we need the ship?
And go where?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
as everyone gestures to the vast stars and nothingness.
Also, Gazrick, don't forget, Dahani's not with you, and you don't know where Sleece
Oh,
and Faye
right.
are.
All right. I was like, Gazrick's just full on like, let's just plane shift back. Let's just plane shift
Yeah,
back. We
right.
can just immediately just paint. And it's like realizing that no, we can't just do that.
Because you need everyone.
I do need everyone. We all need everyone.
Well, we don't need everyone, but we'd like to bring
No,
everyone.
we need
Wow.
everyone.
You
We
know.
need
Wow.
everyone.
Virgil's at sea for 2 minutes and it's
And
he's overboard.
Look,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, if
Wow,
there's
that's
nothing
fine.
else, if there's nothing else immediately visible in this room, I mean, I'm gonna suggest that I agree. We look for some sort of control room.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I think that's going to mean crossing the deck, and there are
Yep.
folks out there. So
Yep.
here
Well,
we
there's
go.
only a
Yes.
couple, and like I said, they are the people that basically are on the ship because they have nowhere else to go.
Mm.
I don't think they even were attuned enough to hear the alarm that went off.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're not good enough fight. They're basically like swabbies, maybe even castaways that signed on because they literally had nowhere else to go.
The only thing that I would suggest, if I see it, is if there's any uniforms.
Oh,
Nah, not here.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
No, this
Well,
is
then.
this is our best face forward to meet diplomats, people that are going to give us jobs, people the captain wants to personally entertain. This is like the room that your grandmother never let you sit in and had the plastic on.
All right. Yeah, this is the
Understood.
got you.
So clear.
Got you.
So yeah, you can either huddle up here or you can go out.
No, I think we go out and take care of them
Yeah.
and keep searching
Yep.
because the people who will be a problem are eventually going to come upstairs.
Correct.
Mhm.
and for
Oh.
whatever reason, they. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For whatever reason, they brought us here, which implies that they didn't harm us. We're still alive. So that means they need us or someone needs us. So it wouldn't be in their best interest to harm us, perhaps.
But that's not the gamble I think we should always bet on, right? Because what if they only need some of us?
Well, then we better not be the one that gets captured.
Like, again, Virgil looks at Fenris like,
What, am I the one we're tripping when we have to run away? Is that what's happening here?
it seems like you leave a bit of yourself behind every time we know.
That's
That's so rude. That's so
cleaned up
mean.
after
me.
That's so mean.
Wow.
No, I simply mean that if these are, if this is very clearly a sea-going vessel of some kind for whatever place we find ourselves in, and based on everything we've seen, this may not be trouble that they're willing to take on themselves if they were able to take us somewhere else, or someone is perhaps paying them to capture us. It may be that if we make it more trouble than it's worth to hold on to us, we can negotiate. We can either negotiate for more information, or we can make it more worth their while to take us back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so for now, while we don't have to make that choice, let's go see the stern, the back,
The butt.
the butt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, are you doing any checking? You just leaving?
I mean, we know they're out there. I think we just need to like take them out as quietly as possible. That doesn't have to mean kill them, right? Knock them out or just convince them to STFU and tie them up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be, but Celise isn't there, so they may live.
Ooh, I know what
What?
we can do. Hey, Fenris, come here. You know that thing that you can do now feels like the perfect time to help us be a little extra intimidating to these swabbies. And can Fenris activate his illusory extra heads?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So now we are 1, 2, 3, 4 capable adventurers and a Cerberus. That feels like they'll do what we tell them.
Mm-hmm.
And Fenris actually takes the initiative and bolts out the door toward them and just is barking and growling.
Oh, great.
Because
Great. Come
they
back
don't.
here.
There was no direwolf on the ship when they left.
Sure.
Right.
Certainly not a 3-headed one. That's funny.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll to see if they're frightened. They are very low level people,
Great.
so they're probably going to be terrified.
If they're not frightened, then we should recruit them because dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them is just startled and drops like their cleaning device. It's not a mop, and the other one like screams and just bolts.
Oh God. For where?
where in
They
which
don't know.
direction?
Downstairs.
They just started running because they were like, a demon's on the ship. They just ran. It scared them so badly.
That's awesome. As long as they're
That's
not
really
running downstairs, I
No.
think that's okay. Right? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, because downstairs would be back where the search is actively happening.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Then, yeah, if they don't seem to be an issue for now, perhaps we can. I don't know. Do we want to restrain them?
I mean, I don't. Yes, I think that's
Okay.
wise.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll step out intimidatingly and.
So Fenris is like kind of
apparently.
Fenris is like kind of standing over the one that just like dropped their I guess for lack of a better word mop,
Yeah.
and is like lifting a head toward the one that just kind of shot away terrified.
Did the person shoot away terrified run like actually headlong into a wall or a mast? Just asking.
That would make things so much easier for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Um,
were they,
As they're
essentially,
running
where
away-
were
yeah.
they? Yeah, where were they heading? Essentially, what was? Where
They were
heading
going to
towards?
head downstairs, but now that you put that idea in my head, I'm going to roll a d20.
Okay, great.
Love
Okay.
that.
They head for
because
those
as long as
stairs.
they're
We're
still within
all
eye
four of us
shot,
are
line of
tackling.
eyesight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they actually weren't looking, like if they weren't really focusing on where they're going, let me know.
They weren't, 'cause they were terrified. To them, a demon appeared out of
Amazing.
nowhere. Are you going to do a thing?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
cast
and
full-
oh.
yeah. I was going
Oh,
to
wait,
cast full
you-
person, but if you've got another, as
Go.
soon as they book and
Okay, we have 9 minutes. What are you doing?
yeah,
No, yeah, I'm basically as they're running. Not sure if it's going to work. Virgil casts Gust, which is basically a saving throw to essentially because they are tearing ass.
yeah.
He is going to blow them so that they just they have no choice into a wall or a mast, whatever's basically in front.
Oh, is there a
That's
save
fine.
at all
Yeah.
for that?
It's a strength save. DC
Oh.
is 18.
Oh, they're not very strong. They're, like I said, they're just randos on a ship.
It's
Oh
you know,
no, they didn't make
trying
it.
to be just enough to change their path, not actually like slam them into it, but just to basically like whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's funny.
Was there a banana
The
peel
ship
on
must
the
have
ground?
listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry, I now had a real interesting visual. But you see this person flailing and running, and it's almost like they were gonna like trip and kind of tumble down, but they like slam into a wall and they're just kind of stunned. And then they sit down and then they look back and they still see Fenris and they just pass out.
Oh,
And
That's
yeah. But you have escaped your cell. You have now terrified someone into basically laying on the deck with a giant Cerberus over them, as far as they know. You've knocked out this other one like a cartoon. And as you all celebrate this minor victory, you hear
Call it minor. We did good.
It's undercutting.
Major.
It's undercut.
We're not celebrating. We're still tense and ready for action here. We're not
Yeah.
celebrating.
That too, that's true.
Celebrating. I don't know.
I mean, I absolutely am, but I'm always celebrating something.
but as you celebrate your victory, you hear the Githyanki yell, "Rivals, stop where you are." And that's where we stop.
Well, that's how you get us to
So that's-
obey.
is that
You
how-
just end
oh,
the
yeah,
episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Mid-celebration.
Cool. Yeah.
Love it.
You were excited for 5 minutes.
Hey, it was great.
God.
It was great.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. We
We
explored
did
a
it.
Spelljammer.
Sorta.
That was pretty cool.
Kinda.
All right. So Lady Luck is rolling for a winner in the chat. And while we do our outros, if you have a question, thank you for that command, Lady Luck. Type question, and if we don't get to you, we'll try to maybe answer them in the post show or on Twitter or in Patreon. And we're gonna go in reverse order. So I'm not starting with me, so because I can go last. I'm looking at the overlay. That'll be Gazrick. Who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you next?
I'm Gazrick. I'm also Masood. So you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Marudboy, MAHRUDEBOI. That's the best place to know what's going on, what I've got coming up, what shows are happening. Mike, I'll be honest, it's like 70 degrees out right now in Chicago. So like all my mind, like really, Eugenio, it's beautiful. And it's going to be the last day for a little bit. So I can't wait to take a nice walk later today. That's what I'll be up to. Maybe I'll put it a little bit on social media. So follow me to see what that's like.
I do miss those like surprise last days before
Love
winter
it.
in Chicago.
It's a blessing and a reminder that it's going to be cold for 8 months.
Enjoy it now.
Enjoy it now.
There are all those windows open. That's what I'm gonna do after this.
That's right.
Brian.
Hi, you can find me pretty much everywhere as Urban Bohemian. Coming up is hopefully some streams on my own channel, twitch.tv/Urban Bohemian. But if I'm unable to do those, you can see me at many other places lately. Tomorrow, you can catch me over on twitch.tv/CNE Games, where you can see Eugenio and I both playing Virgil and Kent in Idle Champions Presents Hunger of the Far Realm. We're over there with Anna Prosper, Tristan Falcone, and Holly Conrad, and it's DM'd by B. Dave Walters, and it is a delightful time so far. You can also catch me Thursday nights over at twitch.tv/KDamnFear in Godplane, which is a 5e D&D horror game where all of our characters are just great, and everything's going to be just fine, and we're all going to have happy endings. I'm absolutely certain of it. That's what's going to be up. And if you enjoy podcasts and you enjoy cyberpunk, then you can hear me on Cyberpunk Independence, and that is available wherever your favorite podcasts are listened to near you.
Don't
And
go to
then
that
back here
far
on
away
Sunday.
location. Don't download it from
Yeah,
far
no,
away.
don't go. Yeah, no, not far away. Yeah, definitely, because you don't want to pay the internet rates for that.
That's right.
And yeah, you can catch me
Roaming.
on my own channel Saturday and Sunday, and then back here with the Rivals.
Eugenio.
Hooray! I'm Eugenio. You can find me online at DM Jazzy Hands. As Brian said, tomorrow night you can find us on Codename Entertainment's channel for Hunger of the Far Realms. Tuesday I will be streaming on my channel. We're going to be checking out a new game that just released this past week. Something about puppets. What's it called? God, I'm the worst. Anyway,
Sounds
it's scary.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
It's
Oh, no,
creepy
if
and
it's this
puzzly,
time.
and it's going to be great. Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
My friend M. Montgomery Negaorix, who was in Familiar Quest with me. If you check that out, she actually voices one of the characters in the game, so I'm excited about that.
Very cool.
So we're gonna be doing that on Tuesday, Wednesday night, Into the Motherlands, episode 3 of season 4. The crew stepped through a portal and ended up somewhere far away. It's all very exciting, so come check that out on Tanya's channel, Cypher of Tyr, on Wednesday night at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And then I'm actually out for the rest of the week. I will, barring a very fortunate internet connection and a very kind, generous person who lends me a device, I will not be here next Sunday because I'm leaving on Thursday for San Francisco to attend Big Bad Con. So if you're going to be at Big Bad Con, please say hello. I am very, very honored to be one of their POC scholars this year. So they're doing awesome work at that con, and I'm excited to attend. But I will be there next weekend, so I probably won't be around for the Rivals crew. And I think that's it for me for the week.
Yay. Shareef.
Hey everybody, Shareef here. You can find me at ShareefJackson.com, ShareEF Jackson.com, Shareef Jackson on all social networks. Rivals is really my main thing right now in terms of online stuff. This is sort of the tough part of the academic year, so I'm knee deep in grading and stuff, and just celebrated my son's first birthday and having my in-laws here for a week.
Oliver.
So recovering from all that, which has been like a lot. So so looking forward to seeing how this rival season plays out.
Me too. And I'm Tanya, Cypher Tier, your DM this season. Let's see. Wow, there's not a lot going on other than Motherlands and this, because Black Dice Society has ended. So if you missed our final episode, thank you. It was weird. It was emotional. Ooh, it was a lot. But we did get to announce that Fen is coming to Idle Champions in Q1 2023.
Very cool.
Exact date? Don't know. I know, but I can't tell you. So Fen's coming. Brother Uriah is coming to Idle Champions. You will have all the rivals, all Black Dice Society in your formations and in your game eventually by next year. So Motherlands, this, and then I too have the scary game that I normally don't play, but I got a copy of Scorn thanks to the publisher. It is very Geiger-esque, terrifying body horror thing with no dialogue. So if that creeps you out, please feel free to skip the stream. TBD on when that's going to be. And yeah, there's a whole lot going on and not a lot I can talk about. So yeah, that's what I do. And we did get a couple questions, although we're right at 2 o'clock, but we only have a couple because one of them I think is super easy for Gazrick to answer.
Maybe.
Where is it?
Goodness.
Before I forget, go get Kent in Idle Champions. You have one more week.
Yeah.
Liars Night.
Yeah.
And then
and
Virgil.
the Indiegogo as well.
And the Indiegogo.
All right,
still
so
running.
We're so
Those
bad at
ones?
remembering that.
I just now was like, oh yeah.
All right, whoever brought up the Indiegogo has to pitch it because I was getting there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you brought it up. It's yours now.
Yeah, it's mine. I own it. So we are currently raising funds to finish off our rival story as level 20 characters. We'll be losing our funding support that we've had for the past 14 seasons. So we're looking forward to help you finish our story. So if you go to Indiegogo, I think it's called Keep Rivals Afloat. We have the links on our rival channel that we share out. Make sure to either give us a donation if you have the resources, or at least share the campaign with your networks as well, so we can help to get to our 60K goal, so that we can finish the story on our terms. So make sure to check out our Indiegogo there. It'll be running for a few more weeks.
So a couple quick questions before we find something to go raid. From a friend of the channel, Tempo Adante, for Gazrick. Is there anyone back in Waterdeep you're planning to give the finger?
No, there's no one I'm going to. That's so rude. And also, it's the wrong finger. If I wanted to be appropriate about it, I think it's my index finger. So, you know what I'm honestly thinking? I might be able to sell it to an exclusive chef for like a special one-night event, and we could partner on it. We're thinking about it. I'm just workshopping some ideas.
Okay, Sweeney Todd, calm down. For anyone who wants to answer, how difficult was this without Celise? From Lady Luck.
It's fine. We're
Yeah,
fine.
there were certain things that there were certain solutions that were not open to us without Celise, but I think we did okay getting creative and working around that.
We got there.
Certainly things would have been a little more direct with Celise, but I think we did all right.
That was fine. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
And
we also haven't
everyone's
fought anything
still-
yet, so
Yeah, also very
Exactly.
true. We're all in one piece. Some of us two, but we're okay.
Like 1.1 pieces now. 1.01
Actually,
piece.
that's-
Yeah.
Thank you. That's actually the 1.01 update for Gazrick.
Wow. Wow.
Goodness.
All right. That's it for us. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna go raid people. But again, Indiegogo, support our show. It's running for a little under 35 days at this point. Go get Kent, and I know that Virgil is coming to Idle Champions fairly soon.
Just around the corner.
Soon-ish.
Yes. Soon.
Okay. I know you can't give the date, but I'm like soonish.
There are
Very
a number of events. There are a number of events that happen throughout the year in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, and if you are a fan of the game and paying close attention, you can probably figure it out.
That.
I like
is-
that. Give it a little Easter egg hunting, you know?
Go do your work. Get
Elden
the
Ring
formations
style.
ready.
That's
And with
your
that,
homework.
Yeah.
we're gonna go to our end screen and find someone to raid. So don't go too far. Get that whoosh emote ready, and we'll see you in a week and see what happens now that they've been caught on this ship. Later, y'all.
Bye.